Hello and welcome to What's on the Shelf. I'm your host Jen, and today we've got some unboxing to do. So, we got some Kickstarter in over the weekend, and we definitely need to start unboxing more stuff. So we figured we would start with Way of the Fighter. This was debuted, I believe, at Gen Con, and looked amazing there. I was really happy we were able to get in on the Kickstarter now. I'm just going to change the angle a little bit here, just to give you a better view of the box. Now, there were two sets. There was Super and Turbo, which, in all honesty, is just a great reference to Street Fighter. Here's the back of the box. This also has miniatures to it, but we haven't seen those come in yet. There's plenty of different fighters. I believe the base box comes with 5. And there's 2 base boxes. So there's Super. And then there's also Turbo. I love the artwork for this as well. It's just amazing looking. Back of the box. Again, I believe this has 5 characters in it. And then, because we were part of the Kickstarter, we also got different sets. I'm not sure if inside there's standees as well, or if these are just additional cards. We'll have to see. It says it's not a standalone, so it's very possible that you have to have, yeah, of course, you have to have the base set to be able to use these. But there's this set. Just gonna fix my lighting. It's really bothering me that I'm not seeing everything right away. There we go. Much better. Sorry about that. So we've got a couple more. I would say we could start with these, but I prefer to start with the big boxes. I'm actually very impressed with some of the costumes for the characters as well. Some of them are very classic Street Fighter, King of Fighters kind of looking, but I'm actually really impressed with how a lot of the women's outfits come out. I mean, there are some that are still very scantily clad, but at least it looks like it's functional. And then we also have a pack of extra stuff that looks pretty cool and cute. And I guess we do get a little bit of fan service for women as well in this game. So, on to the actual unboxing. Let's start with Super. Sorry for the shakiness there. Kicking the table around. There we go. So I really enjoyed, we've got a couple of different games that are kind of fighter-esque. We have Yomi, which is one, which definitely, this really reminds me of that. I'm trying to remember. We have Puzzle Strike, which isn't a really combat-based one, but it's very similar to like Puzzle Fighter and that kind of thing. That's a digital-based game. So, opening up this first box, let's see what we've got. starting inside the box, we've got what should be in here. Along with advertisement for the other game. Just 1 second, folks. Is that any better? No. So, to continue, sorry about that, we've got the manual, which is pretty hefty. It's pretty thick. It's got a rule summary on the back, which is always good. Seems pretty well laid out for a manual. This is going to be Tristan's job to read this. And then we've got our standees and abilities. I really like the way that the artwork is for the standees as well. Very diverse cast of people as well. And then in here we have, oh well, that's nice. They definitely give you enough space for additional stuff in the box, which is always a complaint that I have, because I'm a person who likes her expansions. Most of the time, the expansions do not fit in the box. So there seems to be 2 different kinds of modes. So this is the playmat. This way is better. So you've got this side, and then you have one that's centered like a bridge. I'm not sure what the differences are. I guess we'll have to see once we get into the rules and that. But that looks amazing. The quality of the board is nice and hefty. So let's see what's in the box. So in the box we have large cards with some variety. They probably are dividers, I would think, for the insert of the box. Let's see. Nope, they're not big enough for that. They're just a bunch of same colored cards, same set of cards. Does it fit? Oh, they kind of fit. Maybe it's the other side. We'll have to see. I'm not sure what those are for. We got a bunch of dice, blue, reds, and whites. I'm assuming offensive, attack, and defense. Wait, did I say that right? Anyways, lots of dice. Then we have our reference cards, as well as the individual hero cards. We've got the same thing on this end. Oops, sorry. Having trouble with my white balance tonight, guys. No, that looks really cool. I can't wait to get into the mechanics of this. So, this doesn't actually have one of those tabs that you can use, but the plastic's pretty easy to rip. So I'm just going to push that over there. So, cards. I don't know if each hero has their own set of cards. That's something I'm going to have to read up on, but just to give you some examples of the cards. So it looks like characters have individual ones. And this guy's all about the gods and being Spartan. And then there's a bunch of what seems to be generic base cards. And then we start with another person. So this is her things. So I think these are what she can use, like the symbols. So let's see. Yeah, so those are the symbols that match the ones that she has. So there's probably a way that you can customize your deck as well. Big block, double. So she's all about the kicks, it seems. I'll have to read up on the backstories of the characters as well. It seems fairly interesting. And that's her set. Let's see. We've got our wrestler. Wow. I really am digging the artwork for this. And then again with the, it seems like generic type cards. So that's 3 out of 5 characters. Let's see if it's as easy to open up this one. Ow. Well, kind of. If you're not, you know, hurting yourself. There we go. Sorry. Having issues opening this package. So we've got the kind of, not Chung-Li, but Sakura character. Eye of the Tiger. Nice. Raising Claw. So she's all about the tiger. And pouncing, roar. And then she's got her generics. Oh, did I miss them? No, I did not. Then we've got the Ken, or Ryu, of the gameplay, it seems. And he's all about different dragon abilities. And then generics. Anything else in here? Cripple. Some status cards that we didn't see in the other piles. Daze, knockdown, and then reference cards. Reference cards are always a good thing. Now, this game is a 2-player game. I don't know if there's different variants for it at this point, but hopefully we could do some kind of tournament type thing with this. I'm always down for doing local stuff at our shops around here in Montreal, so I'd be down to try this out at one of the local stores. So let's just put all this stuff back in the box. Oh, and there is little plastic standees for the guys. Now let's see, if we put the cards there, we put one of these things there. Oh, okay, they kind of act like a barrier. A little flimsy, but they'll work. I guess they'll probably be better with sleeves involved. Have to figure out what size sleeves they are. I'm always bad with that kind of thing, though, when it comes to sleeve size and that. I always buy the wrong type and have to return them and feel bad about it. that seems to suit all those. Seems a little flimsy, but that just could be the way it is right now. It might be better with more cards. Put dice back in here. Initiative cards. Huh, I actually don't think those are for that because the board wouldn't sit flat the way it was before. Huh. I'm not sure at this point. Well, we're just gonna take that all up out and split them between these two until we can figure it out or check it online. Because one thing you want to make sure, you never want to destroy that player board. So that was super. So let's get to Turbo. Here we go with Turbo. Take a trusty X-Acto. So that's the back of the box. There's also not a lot of stuff in the box. It's mostly cards, which is nice. It doesn't seem to be a very heavy component. This would be something that's light enough to travel on a bus with or to a convention. So inside we've got components, we've got advertisement for the other game, manual, which pretty much looks the same as the other one. They do have backstories. Nice. Oh, 4-player tag team summary. That's good. It's always interesting. I can't wait to see all the variants of this gameplay. So we've got our fighters. Oh, she's got a genie. That's super cool looking. Very impressed with that. The Voodoo Dr. S chick also looks really cool. Then we've got the player board, which varies in colors compared to the other one, I believe. We'll have to do a comparison. I might be wrong. And then we have the same setup in here where we have large cards, the plastic tokens for the standees, dice, which comes with yellow and green instead of red and blue, and then we've got our cards. Is there anything else in there? No. Oh, I love the artwork. So, first pack we're undoing. If I had the strength to do it properly. I have an X-Acto. Why aren't I using the X-Acto? Because I'm silly, that's why. Okay. X-Acto handles. Okay. There we go. So, first dude. Again, I really like the artwork. So this guy seems to be all about natural-ish abilities. And you've got generics. Next character. I was gonna say, it sounds like he's French, but I'm not sure now. And then a bunch of generics. We'll definitely have to look in to make sure that that's what it is they're generic cards. Ooh. Her outfit's amazing looking, even if it's a little cleavage-esque. The fact that she loses her hat, too, really brings out her outfit as well. Huh. Yeah, I really like the artwork as well. It looks very interesting. So, next set of cards. I think this character is probably going to be my favorite. I'm always a fan of the quirky ones. Like in Yomi, I was always the fan of the chick, I think her name's Phoenix. The one that ends up having the paintbrush. Wow. That thing's a beast looking. Okay, that's her stuff with the generics. Got one more guy in here. Girl in here. Huh. So she seems to be a psychic. Or with phonetic powers. That's really cool. And then she's got her generic cards as well. And then status effect cards as well at the end with the 2 reference cards. Perfect. So we're going to box this one back up and see if we can get through the additional characters as quickly as possible for this video. Let's see. I'm still going to have to figure out what the sides, how the sides incorporate in this. Because if I can fit everything into one box, I will. Because it'll make traveling with it a lot easier. So, got the player board. Character and status stuff. Playbook. Advertisement and contents, and the lid. So, on to the additional characters. Yay! Well, actually, let's do the little side package first. So these guys look interesting. I believe this is one of the Kickstarter heroes. I like the fact that it's in gold. So let's see with this guy. Oh, it's alternate artwork. Wow. I don't know if their ability changes though. Loving the artwork. It looks like he's in a boy band. Oh, she's in a, like, sailor outfit. Yeah, that's fan service. Very nice fan service. Oh, that's adorable. Well, Ren's gone evil. Huh. Oh, okay, she was the one in the red dress earlier. Very nice. It's even embroidered a little bit on the cards too. So, alternative artwork. So let's try opening up this guy. So I know Candy is a regular for Ninja Division. Really big fan of some of Ninja Division's other stuff. They're actually one of the reasons why I got into miniatures. So, ugh. Fairly straightforward. Comes with 2 standees and the characters. I'm just gonna adjust the camera one moment. And then you've got their artwork. The robot looks kind of like, there was a movie recently, and I can't remember the name of it, that had a similar looking robot. Bunny something. Can't remember. I'll comment below if I remember it. So, in this, you've got her hero cards. Oh, she even has her cat with her. And she's all like arcade based. Oh, that's amazing. That's a really nice reference. And then we have the robot. Which of course is going to be all robot moves. Like laser beam. Roadkill, nice. Self-destruct overload. And then there's some different ones for the generics. Okay, so these are particular to Cindy. And these ones are particular for the robot. So each character does have at least one set of cards that's unique to them. It's good to know. Another little reference card and contacts. We'll keep those together so that they don't get lost. Oh, also comes with kind of promotional stuff. Oh, I hope this is a poster. Kind of. It's her stats. She's from the United States and he's from not applicable. Interesting. But it does have storyline, which is something I always like looking into for characters. So that's 2 more characters to add to the box. Not sure which box I'm going to keep them in. Let's see, what else do we have in here? So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 additional characters, including the other box. So let's move on to the next guys. I am sorry for the background noise. We do have a puppy now. Her name is Chanel. She's adorable. But she does like to bark if the cats don't want to play with her. So, we'll start with this one with promotional stuff. Standees. They're really pretty. The plastic things. And then card opening. Yay, more cards. Hold on. Yeah. There we go. There we go. So her cards. Aya. She seems to be a shadow dancer. Deadly Rhythm. Some of these titles for the cards are amazing. Aw. It might kill you. And then more cards, more storage problems. Yeah, but I have 2 big boxes full, like, that I can use for this. So I'm not too worried. So, this guy seems to be a master. Very cool. I definitely like the fact that they use other characters in the artwork instead of just the main set of characters. And then you've got the basic cards for both heroes. And reference card. And then you also have the little mini poster background. There we go. I'd love to get posters of the whole cast at some point. It would be very interesting. So he's from India and she's from Turkey. Cool. On to the next set. More cards. So this guy looks like we've got 2 masters fighting each other. These open fairly easily. There's just a little tape at the top of them. Also, very minimal packaging, which is nice, which means everything can probably be recycled at some point. So we've got the standees for these guys. The promotional stuff, like usual. The posters. Less information. Cards, the little standees that are at the bottom. Let's see what the cards say or look like. Let's see. Dun, dun. There we go. So he seems to... I'm definitely going to have to look into the symbols. There's probably a way you can customize each character to your liking as long as you take their base cards as well. Again, I haven't really read much about this. This just really caught my eye and looked really interesting. I've got this guy. That looks evil. I do like the fact that he has headphones on. It's little details. I thought that was actually part of his outfit. They weren't headphones. And then basic cards. Along with components. So, 6 down, 6 to go. Hopefully enough battery. Also, just to show a little bit here of the poster for this one. We will be reviewing this at some point in the near future. Still have a lot on the shelf that we need to go through. We've got a bit of a backlog, but more games just means more fun. Let's go with these guys. This one has a little bit more tape than the other ones did. Nothing too major. So, inside, you've got the sheet with their little info. Oh, I guess there's 2 standee parts because the second guy is so large. They couldn't just fit it on one cutout this time. He is fairly large compared to some of the other characters. In the near future, I'll take pictures with all the standees together. So you got the 2 little things at the bottom for the standees. And then cards. I'm going to have to take the recycling out tonight because there's so much plastic. Let's see. That was fairly easy. Whoop, let go. Being assaulted by plastic. Okay, there we go. Kind of reminds me of a bison or Guile from Street Fighter. This is probably going to be, if I'm guessing correctly, this is going to be Tristan's character. He's probably going to be a throw character. And Tristan is obsessed with throw characters when it comes to fighting games. At least video game wise. We've got our kickboxer, it looks like. High school rivals, maybe? And then we've got the generics. And reference cards. I'm running out of space on the table. Just a quick view of the character stuff. So she's from Thailand and he's from Mongolia. Cool. Two more to go. Just need to double check something real quick. We should still be good. Sorry about that. Back to unboxing. Well, unplasticking at this point. Focus. Interesting characters. One looks like a rocker. The other one looks like she's got enhancements. Normally for games like this, I would sleeve, especially if there's a lot of shuffling involved. We've actually got a pretty good deal going with our local store for sleeves. Usually I tend to buy in bulk, so I get a discount, or if I buy online, I tend to get a discount if I buy in bulk. And I'll usually like do 2 or 3 games at one time. I think the biggest game I've had to sleeve is Munchkin, because yeah, the collection just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and there's still some that haven't been added to the shelf yet. So back to this game. We've got our little stuff there. There we go. So yes, I was right, he is a rocker. Plastic doesn't want to behave. There we go. So let's see what we've got here. Like the names of the moves for him as well. They're very creative when it comes to this kind of thing. Ragnarok. Wow, that is special. Cobalt. She looks interesting as well. Like I said, it looked like she had its enhancements. Most of her abilities are done with the arm that she's got enhanced. So it's very possible that's her gimmick. And then the generic cards and reference. Perfect. One more to unpack and then we're done for this evening. You want it to get a glimpse at the poster. Last one. And then I gotta find where I'm putting all this stuff. On the shelf, but don't know where. So, last one. I wonder if any of the characters are related. So, same thing as before. Advertisement. Character poster. Standees. Which, compared to some of the earlier ones, have better clothing options. Two little plastics for the standees. And now cards. More cards. Again, sorry for the barking. The puppy is chasing my oldest cat, and our oldest cat doesn't take getting chased after very well. So here we go for her. So she's very animal based with her moves. Hawk. Earth. Oh, that's really pretty. And then, what's she all about? Looks like she's a Psy-based character as well. Ooh, maybe she's a Mesmer because she's doing mirror images. Somewhat of a ninja at the same time. Interesting. We have Kiss of Death and then Touch of Death. Then we have additional cards. More than the previous ones. And then content. Well, that's it for this unboxing episode. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the table next week. Have a great evening, guys. Bye.